Fans love him. Teammates love him. In fact, every single Australian seems to have a soft spot for Ronnie. Not him, our very own Ronnie, Andrew McDonald. So Ronnie, here we are, mate, MCG, not a bad office.
It's a beautiful workplace, isn't it? I think I could think of a lot worse places to be plying your trade, but this is the greatest ground in the world for mine. So to have the pleasure of playing here 5 home games a year in Shield cricket, and obviously the one-day stuff, and 2020, it's magnificent.
Picked in the Ashes squad of '09, that would have been a great thrill as well. I mean, the most famous of squads to be picked in, the Ashes squad. Yeah,
to get your opportunity in an Ashes series would have been nice. I unfortunately didn't play take part in any of the tests over there, but it is a bit of a dream. Obviously, Australia-England, that's the rivalry we've been brought up on, and I think that's still evident today by how many people turn up to watch the Ashes test. But yeah, it was great to be a part of, and yeah, something I'll cherish.
And it was around that time that young Millie was born?
Yeah, had to fly back from the 4th test, the only test match we won on the tour, so I missed out on the celebration drinks there. I was in mid-air, so I flew out the morning of day 2 to be at the birth of Millie, which was an exciting period of time.
He'd missed everything, so he'd missed all the birthing classes and all the preparation, so he just had no idea. He flew in, and I remember when I was giving birth, he was eating a sausage roll and sort of breathing sausage roll breath on me.
As you know, going to England and then coming back, the time frame's a little bit different. So, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning here was probably 7, 8 o'clock at night over there. So I was just feeling like a sausage roll, and so I got one of those, heated up, and away I went. So, yeah, probably wasn't the right thing to do, but I was a little bit hungry.
Does having little Millie mean that cricket's not as important as it used to be?
I think it's still important, but it puts a different perspective on things, doesn't it? As soon as you go home, instead of kicking the cat, you get to play with Millie, and it cheers you up a hell of a lot. You have a bad day, but it's all put into perspective when you walk through the door and you see your little daughter there, and she doesn't really care what you've done during the day, and all she wants is the time when as soon as you walk through the door, so it makes things a hell of a lot better.
Yeah, it's disappointing sometimes when you do go away for a long period of time to miss out on a few things, but I suppose that's what you sign up to when you play cricket, especially at this level. So it's something we've dealt with over the time, and obviously Millie's only in her formative years. She's only 18 months old now, so yeah, I'll miss out on a little bit, but hopefully catch up in later life.
She misses him sort of the first day. She'll ask a lot, Dad, where's Dad? And I'll just say he's gone to cricket or he's gone to work, and she's fine. And then she won't ask, and then when he gets home, of course, she's really excited, so it's nice.
As you say, 6'4", red hair, surname McDonald, probably not the hardest thing to come up with?
Nah, I hadn't heard it before. It was new, fresh off the press.
Some people do classify my hair category as strawberry blonde, so the closest thing to blonde that you can get, so there's no surprise that she's got blonde hair really, but let's hope she hangs in there. I don't want to curse her yet, but she's fighting off the red genes. There is a bit of a father's club sort of forming, so and our kids interact, so that's the main thing. We sort of hang out with the Hodges and the Nanas the majority of the time, but when the Harwoods come into town, Millie always catches up with Nate and Jack, so it's good to have other kids around the group and people that understand what you're going through at certain times and parenthood and stuff like that. So it's exciting, and listening to the stories of the progression of the kids and all that is it cheers you up as well. So it's it's something new, something different, and probably 4 years ago I wouldn't have really bothered about what other kids were doing around the group, but now once you have a kid, you see more of them and you take an interest in them, and it's it puts a different perspective on things. Every day is different, every day is something new, and I suppose that's what you live for, those new experiences, and yeah, it's hard to describe, but it's brilliant.